What's going on, guys? Welcome back. We have some leaks, and this time it's none other than AMD Ryzen 5 9500F. That is yet another budget Zen 5 CPU with 6 cores, and the base clock according to the leak is 3.8 GHz. It seems like AMD has introduced yet another 9000 CPU for desktop lineup, which is second F series with 6 cores and 12 threads. This 9500F new budget CPU was spotted on Geekbench without iGPU, as the name indicates, F series, and the performance, as the news suggests, is equivalent to Ryzen 5 9600. AMD is quietly expanding its Ryzen 9000 lineup after the Ryzen 5 9600 launch and the unannounced Ryzen 7 9700F confirmed by SS that was 8 core and 16 thread CPU. Now another Zen 5 F variant has surfaced, matching the core thread setup for other Ryzen 5 9000 chips. As spotted by bench leaks, the Ryzen 5 9500F 6-core processor has appeared on Geekbench, showing a 6-core 12 threads processor setup with 32 MB of L3 cache, and the same as Ryzen 5 9600 and 9600X and the previous 7500F. Now the Ryzen 5 9500F runs at 3.8 GHz base and 5.0 GHz boost clock, just 200 MHz slower in the boost than the 9600. Aside from the lower boost clock and lack of integrated graphics, it's nearly identical to the 9600. Thanks to its specs, it's expected to launch under $200, possibly even below the 7500Fs, which is $179 price point. Next up for today's news, AMD reportedly made changes to the Ryzen 7 7800X3D by eliminating the SMD components from the top half, reason being that the heat accumulation problem of new version has been solved. Also, reports suggest that AMD made the changes few months ago and newer design doesn't affect the operation. A chip hell user reported that their Ryzen 7 7800X3D lacked the usual capacitor on the top half of the substrate, an unusual sight that raised concerns given recent cases of the fake CPUs on internet. Normally these components are visible around the IHS, but in this case the capacitors were entirely missing from the top half, as you can see in this picture. After contacting AMD, the user learned it was an intentional design change on the 7800X3D substrate, not a sign of a fake CPU. Fake chips usually show multiple irregularities in the substrate, IHS or front, but missing capacitors alone doesn't indicate a counterfeit product. Other users also confirmed the change, noting it has been in place for few months now and now applies to CPUs like Ryzen 7 7700, with reports suggesting the 7600X and 7500F as well. On the 7700, the new design reportedly reduced local heat buildup, allowing it to reach 5.0 GHz on all cores more easily. This isn't the first sight of the change, because 2 months ago a Redditor user also mistook it for a fake. In both cases, the 7800X3D functioned normally with no thermal or performance issues. The missing capacitors are likely cost-saving measures, as their removal doesn't affect the CPU operations at all.